Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first of many Survivor New York podcasts. This is Silent Podcast, where anything but silent. My name is Davey Sack, and I'll be leading you today in this wonderful draft with my fellow colleagues.
Wait, what?
Colleagues.
Colleagues.
I don't know.
I got what you were saying, Davey.
Like little dogs.
Sounds like Khaleesi.
We deserve the emphasis.
The emphasis on colleagues. You're on call with my colleagues. All right.
Yes.
So my name is Davey Sack, and I am excited for this collision of worlds. I love this podcast. We talk about so many great things up to date, and this is a love project that I spent a lot of time on. I played in season 4, and I also am now on prod for casting, and I really love what Survivor New York has stood for and the different types of players that come in. So I'm really excited to share this love project with you four and the listeners.
Yay.
Yeah. Anybody can introduce themselves next. Let's go to Mark.
Okay, yeah. I'll be co-hosting with Davey during the season, as we did for Survivor Philadelphia. I've not been spoiled on this. I am a future alum of Survivor New York, I guess you can say. I don't know. But I'm really excited. I don't know anything, and I'm really excited to see how these people do, as I know these people are a bunch of awesome players, and that preview that we got was amazing. I can't wait to see this because I love Survivor New York. I've watched it all since season 2, and I'm ready to geek out and cheer on my friends and be sad at some friends. I don't know.
Mark, call the next person.
How about Gia?
Hello, everybody. My name is Gia. For the regular Silent Podcast listeners, I am the host of our U.S. Survivor coverage. I don't know about that. And I also just concluded our Claim to Fame Season 1 recap, which we are calling Sister Act with my sister Ariana. So it has been such a great journey for me this year in the Silent Podcast family. And I don't know if we're announcing it yet, but we have one more project to look forward to during the off season. And I'm very excited with the lineup of guests that I am getting.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hashtag excited. Gian, call the next person.
Oh, I didn't say I've never watched Survivor New York before, so this is new to me. Yeah. So, but I am a Naomi Calhoun stan forever and always. So, like,
as you should.
That's the reason I'm here.
Nice.
All right. Well, I will go next then. Hi, my name is Isaiah. I podcast on a bunch of stuff here on Silent Podcast. But my main thing is Big Brother, so I'm in charge of Big Brother stuff. But I do watch Survivor. You know what I'm saying? I'm still new with this whole LRG stuff. I'm not legendary like some of these folk in here.
Baby Bird, you're your own legend, okay? You're your own
I appreciate
legend.
it. I appreciate it.
Davey,
You know,
one
one vote flop. You feel me? But you know, I'm very excited. I'm very excited though to check this out. You know, I like watching LRGs, and you know, this cast seems very fun. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah.
Okay, and I'm Sabrina. I do one podcast on this network, and I am like behind as hell. Usually me and Isaiah do the Total Drama Island recaps, and I need to get on my watching of the next season, so it'll come eventually. Don't be sad. But I have also never seen Survivor New York, but I'm really excited because I love live games. I've played a few myself, and so I definitely am integrated in this world, and I love talking about all things LRG. So I'm super stoked about this podcast, and I hope I can be a guest on future episodes of this season because I am super excited to watch this cast. Like, this is the first cast in a while that I've seen where I know or at least one person on every tribe. So I'm really excited to actually cheer some people on. And yeah, I'm really stoked.
Yes. Thank you so much for your wonderful introductions. And Gia, you did remind me, I do have to give a shout out to Miss Naomi Calhoun because without her, this wouldn't be possible. I also want to give a shout out to Christopher Lord because if Naomi's the mother, Chris is the father, and this is their beautiful love child, and I'm so glad to be talking about this with you all. Okay?
Love it.
Before we get into the draft, let's talk about criteria for drafting. I have a slideshow that will show every single person and their bio, but is there any criteria that you are going to go off of when drafting?
Vibes.
Vibes.
Always vibes.
Vibes.
Yeah, we love
But
vibes.
that's a
up here,
huge
right?
I've never made a serious draft in my life. I'm not starting now.
I mean, let's be real. Like,
Yeah.
But I mean, like that's the thing though. Like with an LRG, like a lot of people don't know each other when the game starts, and you have to go by vibes anyways. Like when you're playing LRG, so I think vibes is not a bad way to go with in a draft.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, like for me too, like I really try my best to not think about people's past games because like I said, I know some of these people that are on this cast. And so immediately my mind wants to go to, oh, I've seen them play before. Like I know what they can do, but this is a whole new game. So it's hard not to think about past stuff, but just kind of go off of what's here and now. And so I feel like some of that will come up in who I choose, but at the same time, like you definitely have to be aware of people who haven't played before because you just don't know their strengths until the game starts. Like they could be a great player, we just don't know it yet. So I definitely I do like the bios a lot. Like I like to look at those and kind of just think, okay, does that sound like they might be good or not? I don't know. That does help me a lot.
Yeah, something for me. I like to value. Well, obviously vibes, but I really like people who are ambitious with what they're trying to do. You feel me? Obviously, a lot of people go in, so they're going to do one thing and then completely not do it once they get it.
Yeah, correct.
I'm going to hold a little stock. I'm not going to lie. The less I know you, the more likely I'm going to pick you because
No kidding. No kidding, Isaiah.
yeah, that's the real stuff. You feel me? So. I'm definitely looking for some ambitious players, but yeah.
Ambition, vibes, fresh slates. I'm really excited to just dive in. So I guess without further ado, let's meet the cast. Pulling it up, share screen, and bam.
Who's first?
Bannerman Island, can you see this?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so the first tribe is the Esopus tribe. We have this wonderful tribe repping the blue. First thoughts before we get in?
Sharif is very, very tall compared to 2/3 of the tribe.
I know we have like little tiny people, and then we have this huge dude.
Huge dude.
Can I ask, like, why were these names picked for the tribe name? Is there a particular reason for it?
I'm like 85% sure that these are all
like towns or like
towns, something like that. I'm flopping with the historical knowledge, but I will clarify later. In
my mind, mentally, to remember this tribe, they're going to be the esophagus tribe. So
esophagus tribe.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes.
So,
but I also admire that they all picked a different shade of blue.
Yeah.
So that we can see the diversity of colors.
Okay, I looked up actually what Esopus is because I'm a Wikipedia nerd. And
thank you.
It is was a tribe of the Lenape people. Native Americans that were native to the Catskill Mountains, which is now considered upstate New York. So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Come through Wikipedia.
I mean, it's a good resource, you know?
Yes. All right. The individual players are going to be in alphabetical order. So we're going to start with Brienne. She, hers, 25, from Jersey City, New Jersey. Her quote was, "My success in life can be boiled down to a combination of social game, skill, and stamina."
I like her. I liked her story about how she had she was at a restaurant that she was a regular at and she would draw on the table mats and stuff. And she said that restaurant started hanging up her drawings, which that was super cute. And she's still using that her fine arts and design to this day. So I thought that was really neat.
Yeah.
She knew what she wanted to do since she was a kid. But yeah, she's cute.
So my success in life can be boiled down in a combination of social game, skill, and stamina. Okay, so I mean that's very safe. That's a safe answer.
True.
What do you want to say? Like, I murder people for fun?
No.
If someone was bold enough to say that, they'd be my first draft. You gotta go for it.
I'm gonna be putting people in an order, and then like I'm gonna give them an adjective. And this one is gonna be safe, but that's not bad. But
I don't think she's the safest player. I played in LRG with her once, and she's a good loyal player, but I wouldn't call her safe, if that makes sense.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
Insights.
I've only played like 4 LRGs in my life, and but yeah.
Yeah, she strikes me as like a very confident player, which is good. But then if she's too confident, she might not miss some of the bigger of like some of the littler pictures in there. So, which is again like something to look out for. And this is just on like first impressions. I've never played a game with her, so it'd be interesting to see how she does. What was the question for this, or is this just like quotes that we get from their bios?
It's one of the quotes from their bios.
Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. Thank you, Brienne. We're now going to Edsel. His 32 from the Bronx. I'm looking to get outside of my comfort zone and go for broke.
Love that.
Is that a little more dangerous? Like,
this is now the dangerous player.
I don't know.
We had safe, and now we have dangerous.
I mean, is he dangerous? He's a healer. I don't think you can really call him a dangerous person. I'm just reading his bio right now.
He's a healer.
I feel like if you're willing to go for broke in a Survivor game, that to me spells that it's either going to go really well or really terribly for Edsel. So I'm not saying anything like if this is an indication of how well they'll do for the game. Some players really love to like get out of their comfort zone in orgs or LRGs, and I think that can definitely be like a place for people to really shine, some of the more cutthroat players. So I can see him going either very far in the game or being pre-jury, but not in between.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. It's a very sweet photo. You know?
It's a very
like
sweet photo. Look at
like
that
it's
smile.
that thing of like if I saw like it's like one of those like, hey, I'm your friend. I'll buy you a beer if you're down. You know, like that's the vibe I get photo.
I feel that.
Edsel's going to get an ambitious for me. You know, I feel like the aura he's giving off right now. I feel like he's going to be willing to try something. I don't know how successful he's going to be with what he tries, but I'm going to give him that ambitious. So there you go.
Hashtag ambitious. Thanks, Edsel. Moving on. Kayla, she, hers, 26, Brooklyn, New York. I'm a problem solver. I love puzzles. I work hard and do everything with 100% energy, full commitment or nothing.
Yes, I like her. I don't know. I feel myself in her when she's just like, I'm competitive. I like puzzles. Let's just go for it. Like, I just love that attitude. Like, and I liked her in the preview as well.
Strong Sabrina energy. Yeah.
Yeah, I like her.
I like the 3 words that she uses to describe herself: adaptive, opinionated, and intense.
Mm-hmm.
We love them intense people, but I just hope she doesn't burn out early. You know, like I want to see that energy when she's a solo player. You feel me? So
Right. Yeah.
I like her though. She seems cool. I like the hard work. That's the work ethic. That's my adjective. Hard work. There you go.
Hard work.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll love Kayla when this airs, but like, girl, you can't be 100% all the time. That's exhausting. Like that is, I'm sorry. It's just like, I think she'll do well. Like there's definitely a possibility. And I think that it's good to have like starting on your tribe, someone that has a really strong work ethic, but she's already describing herself as intense. And then also saying that she's putting 100% in everything. So I'm just like, oh girl, like I want to see you do well. But I'm terrified for you if you're like already calling this out about yourself. So I'm hoping that she can reel it in. She can reel it in a bit, save the intensity for confessionals.
Yeah,
I feel like this is one of those players that like you want to work with though, at least in the early phase of the game. So I feel like that might get her at least to like a little bit of like, you know, I feel like I get the vibe from her sort of like when I was reading Jesse's bio for 43, like of the actual like I'm here to play. I'm gonna play hard, but like the energy, like the way she is in the photo, makes you feel like she could be like your friend on the tribe.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not to bring other allergies in here. I've played with the Kayla before. You know, my good friend Lauren. So it's like I know there's two different routes you can really go here, right?
Yeah.
There's either
Yeah.
Lauren's downfall.
I was like,
Shout out to Lauren.
I'm like,
really
is
from day
Lauren's first
one,
name
I
Bill?
was like, I can't, like, I just knew it. So, like, if she follows in that, like, footstep, I'll be
Yeah.
mad. But
So shout out to Kayla. It's like either A, people are gonna be like, we need this energy over here. We need that leadership
Yeah.
quality, or is it gonna be B? Oh, this person did a little too much. Let's get him
Right.
out of here. You feel me? I like Kayla though. I like Kayla a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna remain unbiased and not make any comments. But fun fact about Kayla: when we were driving the players to the site, she was the one in my car, and I was like, "Oh, I really like you." So, cheers to that first impression, because first impressions are really important in the game of Survivor.
100%, yeah.
Laura, she, hers, 30, Boston, Massachusetts. I think this game is perfect for my social skill set as long as I don't talk the entire time.
We love a self-aware queen over here. Like,
We love a self-aware queen.
I love Laura, and I think most of us know Laura,
Yeah.
at least on Twitter from the
She's one of my really good friends. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like her. I mean, just in general as a friend, but like I love how she just knows her weaknesses. And I like how in the preview as well, she said kind of the same thing. She was like, yeah, I got advice saying to be myself, but like tone it back a little bit. And so she at least knows that. So I hope she can take that into heart and actually like bring herself to a level to where she can be well received, but also like go further in the game.
I mean, shout out to Laura. I like the 3 words that she used: loud, extroverted, and intelligent. So, as you guys said, I mean, like she can point out her strengths and weaknesses. It's about what you do with it, though. You know, I'm wondering if Laura is a little too extroverted to the point where she won't really step out her comfort zone. You know, that's a little worrying. But I'm you know, that loud. I think she wants to do something big. You feel me? So. I'm looking out for
Loud.
I'm invested in Laura's success, so I hope she does very well. She's lovely, and you know, sometimes people that are really extroverted, you know, as long as you are able to reel it in, I think you have the capacity to do really well in games like this. I love the first part of her bio that says, I can be awkward and have a very high tolerance for embarrassment, because that is such an underrated skill in games like this, is having that high tolerance, because a lot of stuff happens and you need to be able to keep a cool head and like go about your business when you need to. So I'm hopeful for Laura.
I think the fact that she's a fun person is going to help her a lot with this type of tribe. I mean, I hope like if this tribe isn't too much of the fun tribe, and then we get them as the sad tribe if they keep losing early. Like that's a fear of mine, you know. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, I love Laura. I'm cheering for her always, 3000%, because whenever she's in town, we hang out and she's great people. So
I'm a cheer for her. I do have things against Boston people, but you know, I'll let it slide this time, so it's okay.
Isaiah, what was your hashtag for her? Your word to define her?
Hashtag introvert. That was the word.
Introvert?
Yeah. There's nothing introverted about her.
She's loud, extroverted, and
oh, sorry, extrovert, not introvert. Extrovert.
Thank you. Fox. Great. We now have Sharif. He is 36. Queens, New York, hashtag tall. I have moved and traveled to many countries. I had to become adaptable. I don't give up. Thoughts on Sharif?
So I don't understand why people like I get the adaptability thing of being like I can like talk to all different kinds of people, but like I don't really care that you've like lived in a bunch of different places. I don't know, because like he's not the only person to say this in his bio. Like, oh yeah, I've been to like this many countries. I know all these people. It's like, I hope that helps you in this game, but like I don't know. I just feel like that's a little cliche in my opinion. But I think he'll be perceived as a threat for sure because he's huge.
Was he in the first look? Did he get any camera time, Sabrina? Like what was his
a little
vibe
bit?
there?
It's hard to miss him.
Honestly, he got a little bit of time, but there wasn't a whole lot to like go off of. To be honest,
no one was a star in like that 15-minute little thing.
Right?
Everyone got like a good glimpse, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys are describing this guy as tall, I mean, he's going to be around for a little bit if they need.
He's tall. He's in shape. Yeah,
Right, like
like,
he'll definitely get through to at least
Yeah.
merge, I think, because he is so big and like his tribe's going to need him.
he's also a very nice, likable guy. Like,
Yeah, he seems
Got
like he's a nice guy for sure.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm
He'll be
wondering
fine.
how that's going to fare for him as soon as like merge happens. 'Cause I think that's where he's going to be in trouble, but we'll see.
Wonder if he'll be a comp threat. We'll see.
Exactly.
That's the energy I'm getting off right now, but we'll see.
We shall see.
We shall see.
Yeah, he seems nice and he's tall, so he probably won't be first boot, but we'll see.
We shall see. All right.
Got to say, my word is tall. By the way,
Tall.
The tall
Hashtag
king.
tall. We love
There you
that. And wrapping up the Asopus tribe, we have Takshul. He is 23, New York, New York. I've grown up in 10 cities across 3 continents. I'm outgoing and can interact with people from all backgrounds.
Yes. Going off of what I just said with the whole I'm from this many places, and I feel like that and the I'm a psychology major like kind of go hand in hand. And I'm just tired of hearing it. That's just my own personal opinion though. No shade to him. But his story was definitely very random. I don't know if you read his full bio about him going to Malta and like his whole like night out. I don't know what that was about. But I don't know. I don't really know my opinion on him, to be completely honest.
His 3 words are cerebral, charming, and tenacious.
And he's not the only person to say cerebral as one of his words, by the way.
Wow. Okay. I don't know what he's giving me right now. I mean, reading the bio, he just feels like a lot. So that would be probably my word, a lot. But I don't know what I feel from this. The vibes are off here. I mean, how do you feel, Gio?
I mean, why are multiple people picking cerebral as one of their words? Like, when did cerebral become a thing? I'm curious.
I don't know.
Because he's not the only person in here that picks cerebral. I'm talking about you, Andrew. So, and I don't know why this. I don't know why this is a thing, but it is a thing. So we're gonna talk about it. And I don't know. He seems fine. This could either. I feel like it's the same as Edsel for me. This could either go really good or really bad. It worries me a little that he doesn't really talk a ton about his connection to the game or how he feels about how his chances are in the game. But we've had people do well that aren't specifically that have like stranger bios. Our most recent winner said yes to how do you think you're going to win Survivor 3. So, so it's kind of, the bio's kind of a mess, but I also love it. So no notes.
Giving wild card energy. There's one
thing that concerns me. There's one thing that concerns me in this. He says I can interact with people from all backgrounds, not get along, interact, and that's just I don't know. I think interact is a weird choice of word in my mind.
Yeah.
Because I feel like interact is more resume than I want to be your friend, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. All right. Well, I think that wraps up Asopus, and I'm going to put a pin in Cerebral because the next tribe that we're going to introduce is the Iona tribe. Initial thoughts.
Oh, I like their color.
Love some purple.
Lots of different purples.
Yes.
Including a red purple.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that is not purple.
I like what this tribe.
That's what I said when I first saw it. I was like, what tribe are you? And he was purple.
I like the vibe of this tribe.
I do too.
I feel like Dr. Stan tried to mimic like a Survivor logo with his shirt.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this team is a mess. I love them. So I want them to be like an effectively messy tribe, and I hope that's what they serve this season.
It's just totally what it's going to be. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of crying, and there's going to be a lot of like backstabbing, and I can't wait.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. I'm just smiling from ear to ear. That's my poker face because I'm not going to give anything away. We're introducing Andrew. He is 29 from Troy, New York. # cerebral. I have kind of a martyr complex where I will sometimes purposely put a target on my back in order to help my closest allies.
Oh,
That could go good. That could go bad.
I'm familiar with Andrew. I haven't met him, but I've seen him play Cutthroat Survivor. I've seen him in the Twitter streets. I've seen
Okay.
Andrew. So Andrew has Survivor knowledge. I mean, I'll give him that.
Okay. All right.
I like the words using. Well, I mean, he used Celeb Rogan, but charismatic and witty. You know, to be charismatic. Are you really charismatic if you say you're charismatic? That's a real question. I don't know.
Oh,
but I feel like he's gonna he's gonna try hard. So I mean,
totally.
that he's not
gonna be
just
fun.
go down.
He's gonna be fun. Like there's no way. Like for us, he's gonna be fun. I don't know about people out there, but he's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, I definitely think he is in it to try and win it. Like he is definitely like gonna play hard, and I'm excited for that.
It's like I hate using this description, but I mean this is the best possible way. I get Zayn Knight vibes where it's gonna be either be like crazy or like really like what are you doing? Or like, okay, this is like working in a weird way. Granted, we only got crazy from Zayn Knight, but I feel like if Zayn Knight lasted more than one episode, then it could be good. I don't know. I'm talking myself into a circle. But I get that weird vibe.
You know what's funny? Isaiah. Oh, go ahead, Gia.
Oh, no, Davey, you do first. I'll jump in after.
It's funny because he almost has the same words that I use to describe myself when applying. I almost did witty, witty, I did charismatic, and then I did empathetic. But then I thought, are you going to be charismatic if you say you are? So I switched it to resilient.
Smart man. Listen, Andrew's giving me scrappy vibes. I feel like that's the energy I'm getting.
I also know him. Like I love him. I did his 42 and 42 day thing for 2 episodes, and like the guy knows the Survivor. He's easy to get along with. I didn't mean like. I hope I didn't come off bad by calling him Zayn Knight but like Zayn Knight upside. I don't know. Martyr is such a scary phrase to me. Like Martyr.
Gia, you know him.
I do know him. That's why I wanted to jump in. So Andrew's actually the person that I know the best from this cast. He's one of the Survivor Diversity Campaign people. He is a great person, a great Survivor fan. And I really enjoy like having a lot of great conversations with him. And I have seen Andrew play orgs before, not like the Discord ones, not the actual not like a live org, but Andrew definitely knows his strengths and weaknesses in the game, and I think that if he has a strong group of allies, Andrew is the type of ally that you want, and I think that if people recognize that, he could definitely make it for the long game. But Andrew, I know this has already been recorded, but I have to tell you, like, Gia from the future, cut the shit with the martyr complex, sir. Like, you need to be selfish. That is my one thing, and he knows this. I've told him this multiple times before, but like, he needs to not give it to his martyr complex, but he's also a coach in his real life. So everything he's talking about being like a good team member and a like charismatic person, that stuff is all true. I can confirm that. He coaches for a living. He's a really kind person, a huge Survivor fan. So I can't say enough good things about Andrew, and I hope he does really well in this, as long as he gets rid of that martyr complex.
Do we know if this is his first LRG?
I love the inside.
I'm actually not sure.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good insight.
What's the hashtag?
I think he's played another. He's played another org before, or an LRG before. I can't remember which one, but
if we're giving him a hashtag martyr.
Yes.
Martyr.
It says on his shirt #Scottish.
There we go.
It's very
there you go.
Gia, if I ever get on Survivor, I'm gonna come to you and be like, "Give me the hard truth. Like, what do I need to really sell myself on, and tell me how to sell myself." That was great. That was great feedback.
Love that.
Yay! Okay, sounds good.
Annie, she, hers, 29, Boca Raton, Florida. I'll play nice until you give me a reason not to, but after that, I'm not afraid to be cutthroat and vicious.
Okay, Annie has my favorite quote of any of the bios. It is, "Some people have to turn or run into burning buildings, perform life-saving surgeries, or stop a bank robbery to call themselves a hero. But I just simply have to exist."
Yes.
I love her so much.
That's my favorite.
I like this person.
I love that.
3 words: petty, delightful, and disaster. You know,
Oh.
I'm getting great energy from Annie right now. I'm not gonna lie. I like chaotic. You know, just giving chaotic here.
Going to be great confessionals for sure.
Yes, I can't wait for the mess. Like, it's just gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
Yes.
I do like Annie. I think I met her once before. She seemed very nice. I feel like she'll definitely be an iconic contestant. I'm just not sure if it will translate to a winner, you know? And that's where, because sometimes some of my favorite contestants in the show don't always do very well or don't really have the winning conditions that they need to make it to the end and get all the votes. So I am just wondering if the Annie that we all know and expect a lot of great things from is also going to be like the winner of Survivor New York.
Yeah. As I said, look, people can go and say one thing and then they don't actually do it, you know. So we're gonna have to see.
Yeah. I'm gonna give a fun fact about Annie. You can kind of see it in the preview for the first 17 minutes of Bannerman Island. But if you peeped what she wore on the first night, day 0, where you're meeting people for the first time, she came in with bell-bottom jeans and wedge flip-flops. And if that doesn't scream iconic, I don't know what does.
We love South Florida over here.
I didn't notice that. That's hilarious.
Yes.
Oh, girl.
Come on, Annie. All right, we got Jeremy. He, his, 28, New York, New York. I will never, ever let myself be in a situation where I lose something because there was something I could have done but didn't do.
Feels like a crazy like riddle, right?
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Jeremy is a good friend. He just recently won a political seat in New York City as a councilman. He's a good dude. When I read this type of quote, it makes me like think either we're gonna get like a very big flame out, or he's gonna do possibly well. I mean, he's a self-aware person as a human being. I don't know if this is like first LRG or not, so that means like LRG jitters could be a thing. But he's someone that I feel pretty okay with.
I feel a little nervous for him, like, especially like looking at his bio, like at the very end, he was like, I need to be better about being chill and not always speaking up in every conflict. So like, I'm afraid for him to like get into a fight or an argument or something to where he's going to put a target on his own back. And I could totally see that happening with him. So yeah, I don't know either. I'm not sure how far he's going to go.
My adjective I'm giving him is low key. That's what I'm giving him.
Low key.
I don't know. It's the same thing that I thought with Kayla is that, like, you know, if you're already recognizing that you can be an intense person and you don't really know how to chill out, that doesn't always make for the best tribe mate. So I'm a little worried for Jeremy, but he's also self-aware. So that could translate into him just like managing his, like, just having to manage himself a little more, like whatever his impulse is at the moment, you know, like just kind of reel it in. So if he can do that, good things ahead for him.
He also chose the word leftist for one of his 3 words, which I don't think I've ever seen that for a word on like a Survivor type thing. I've seen that as like a dating profile type thing.
Not a dating profile.
Not a dating profile.
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't think
leftist,
it's a bad
seeking
word.
leftist.
I don't. But like, we're talking politics or just left-handedness.
Oh my God, Mark.
I always find it so interesting when someone loves politics so much and how that translates into the game of Survivor. So really interesting to watch. A familiar face. Hey, Julia.
Hey, Julia.
Hashtag Silent Podcast.
Hashtag bias.
Hashtag bias. From Washington, D.C. I went to 10 different schools in 9 years. I had to pick up social skills for survival. It made me comfortable in almost any social situation.
Okay. All right. So kind of throwing back to I've been to a million different countries and places. That part, but I think it's hard for us because we are hashtag bias. We know Julia, she's on this network, and we've seen her play. We might have played with her before, so we kind of know how she rolls. And I definitely see her doing it well because she normally does do very well in social situations. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to root for her no matter what.
Mhm.
Here's the thing with Julia. Very intelligent lady. My hashtag was actually intelligent for her. That would be my word to describe Julia. I feel like Julia radiates like winter energy with like anything, and that's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people are going to be threatened by Julia. If I'm going off of other performances, the Penthouse, I feel like a lot of people were threatened by Julia just because of the way Julia carries herself, and just she does not hide the fact that she's a very, very smart person. So you know, I do fear for her a little bit. I feel like a lot of people are going to recognize very quickly that Julia is a smart person. She doesn't really hide it, but we're gonna say I'm gonna be rooting for her regardless. Sorry, not sorry, but yeah.
Same thing, Isaiah. Like to a T, I'm thinking the same thing with Julia, but she's winning, so I don't, like
Yes.
I'm not
Yeah.
worried. I'm not worried about it.
What I get from this though is like what I wanted to get from like Sharif and Talk Show's bio, where it's like I've lived all over, but it's like it's not just I've lived all over. I've lived all over, and I'm using that for my own good.
Period.
And
Period.
that's like what I wanted from theirs. And of course, it's Julia. How can you not love Julia? Yeah, like that's all I have to say.
Yeah, easy.
She's a lady. I love
Whoa,
Julia
whoa,
too.
whoa.
But I'm gonna check that bias at the door and continue on.
You can have a little bias, just a
A little bias.
Little
A little
bit.
Hashtag
At least
bias.
here, that's fine.
Stan, he is 32, Louisville, Kentucky. I am a threat. I know that. My success in this game will be determined on how I mitigate my threat level.
Yep.
Everyone that knows LRGs knows that Dr. Stan plays a lot of LRGs.
Yep.
And he's got a pretty good or pretty bad track record, depending on.
I've seen him before. Did he play Cutthroat too?
He's done a couple games that, like, while we were all playing online games.
Okay.
In that community, but in my mind, either he's winning or he's losing badly early.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the same thing as like Julia. Like people are gonna know who he is and how he's done in his previous games. Like I know of him, I've never met him, or played with him, but I do know of him, and so that already tells you enough. Like I don't even have to play with him to know who he is. So I feel like that can definitely work in his disadvantage, especially because this cast is full of like Oregon LRG players. At the same time, though, like Julia, like he's a smart guy and he's done this before, so like he knows what he's doing clearly. But yeah, it could go either way for him. I feel like people could either take him out immediately or he's gonna get pretty far.
Mm-hmm.
I have played
go ahead,
orgs with Stan before, when like the online ones, and I don't think we've ever been on the same page when we did play together. Like I don't think there's a case where we actually like were aligned for a long period of time, and it's so frustrating because he is smart. So I'm just like, oh my god, can someone just like vote him out already? Like this is ridiculous. But so I think that like he is obviously very smart, and he can definitely I think like kind of the same sentiment as what has been said is he's either going to do really well or crash and burn quickly, and he is well aware of the fact that he is a threat. So if he could just tone down some of that intensity and just making sure that like he comes back as like maybe a little more, maybe like a humble ally at first before it's too late for people to, before he can like sink his claws into it, because I have a lot of faith in Stan. I think like he has what it takes to be a good player on this show, but then also like I know what it is like to be on the opposing side of Stan, and it is one of the most frustrating things possible in the best way. Like he is such a good player, so yeah, I hope he does well, because I think it'll be a fantastic show for it.
I like that advice you just said, Gia, about having like that he needs to be like a humble ally, like knowing that he's good, but like playing it off as if like, no, like we can all work together no matter what. Like I like that. That's good advice.
Yeah, like he doesn't actually have to be humble, but like appear to be humble.
Yes,
like you can say what you want in the confessionals. If if you think you're pulling the wool over people's eyes, say that, but like not to their face.
Yeah, I'm just looking at his bio. I mean, very self-aware, as far as we know, at least. He says he's probably going to be a shield challenge asset. Players like Stan. It's crazy because I think it's not determined by him. It's more so determined about like the cast. Like, are they going to allow this guy to do good stuff? You know, so it's really dependent on the vibe of his cast. They're either going to be like, hey, let's play with this guy, and then make a horrible mistake by letting him get deep. Or B, they're just going to be like, oh, this guy's a threat. Let's get him the hell out of here. And just like toss him, really. So it really depends on the rest of his tribe. Looking at this tribe, I feel like he actually will do well. You know, we'll have to see. But I'm excited for Sting. It's the first one that I'm like, well, this guy's a threat. I like everything that I'm seeing so far.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right, Stan the man. And last but not least, wrapping up Iona is Veronica. She, hers, 29, New York, New York. I'm proud of my endurance. I'm really proud of getting through major life changes and deciding to better myself.
I like that positive energy.
Yeah. I feel like this is the type of person that like would have something to want to prove for themselves in the game. Like they you know, I don't know her that well. I've met her like a couple times, but like I feel like the energy that I'm getting from this is like she might have an interesting journey on the season.
Yeah, I agree with you there, because like I'd like to know more about like her major life changes and like what happened to her recently, and I feel like that will be hopefully fleshed out during the season. And you're right, it might become a person that we really root for because we want her to do well and to get, you know, through this hurdle and improve herself overall. So like I like her energy that she's giving. I don't know how cutthroat she's going to be or if she's really going to try and make like big moves. I just hope she doesn't like float by.
She's giving me vibes for like she's here for the experience. The words do make me a little hesitant to draft her. She says competitive but inorganized, but she just says gullible, which I'm like, oh. And then she said, I have a resting bitch face, so people assume I'm stuck up, but I'm actually really sweet. So
Same,
you know,
Veronica, same.
Yeah, I feel that.
I feel
A player for the people.
Player for the people.
We'll say about her.
Yeah.
I am a little worried about her. If this is going to be as messy of a tribe as I'm picturing in my head right now, she could be collateral damage, or she could be the person that like escapes the ruckus of it all. So I think that she has the potential to do well if she maneuvers herself socially well enough, but I am a little worried that if they have to go to tribal more than once, then like this could be a concern for her if she doesn't integrate herself socially right away.
Yes.
Veronica, fun fact about Veronica. When I was like telling everyone, oh my God, I did Survivor New York 4 and I posted it, and my staff like at school were like, oh my God, what is this? She was one of the people that reached out and was like, I want to try this. And she actually came through and applied because she saw Survivor New York 4. So
cool.
Nice.
Shout out to Veronica.
Shout out to Veronica.
It's a good season. If y'all haven't watched it, watch it. It's on YouTube.
Last but not least, Paula Pell, my green heart. What do you think about this tribe so far, y'all?
They're gonna wreck shop. They're gonna wreck shop.
This
Miller
is
talking
right here.
Everyone's got a doofy smile, and that makes me happy.
I love this tribe. They're gonna kill it. I'm sorry, they're gonna kill it.
They could also be the hot mess tribe, and I would also live for that.
I'm getting hot mess from this tribe.
I'm just living for this tribe, honestly. I can't wait.
Interessante. Let's start off with Andy. He is 35, Waitsfield, Vermont. I have to stay deep under the radar, make good connections, and point out others as others as threats before I am targeted.
Oh,
I can't with the SAT words he used for his 3 words.
Yeah, right.
Gregarious, waggish, and tall.
Waggish?
Waggish.
What is
like
waggish?
Talkative, like he's wagging his tongue.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like just say talkative. I don't know.
His picture's very his picture's menacing to me. It's very funny.
I don't know. This guy's gonna be like fun, goofy, like trying to hide in trees. Or hide as
yes, totally. Like he definitely seems interesting. I just don't know what he's gonna do beyond just being an interesting person, per se.
Yeah, his bio. I don't really have a read off of this guy. Like I don't. His bio is just kind of like explaining like stuff he's done. He says he's a hustler. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel.
I'm giving,
Yeah.
I'm getting
He's-
Isaiah energy actually of all things. from him.
Please.
No, I'm serious.
Not
Like
please.
He's
That's not,
very-
that's not
no,
good.
like
then.
that was your strategy in Philly. Like
That's
in my
not
mind.
good. Then
That's not
Andy, do
bad.
not follow
That's
me.
not bad.
Do
That's
not
not
follow
bad.
me.
I mean,
I don't know.
crash
He
and burn.
seems like this quote that we're looking at right now feels like a checklist of all the things that you have to do well in Survivor. I don't know if this is actually I don't think this is actually anything that is tells me anything about how he'll be as a player or his game.
Yeah.
Just that he knows on paper what one should do as a Survivor player. In his bio is all over the place. I am a little worried. He says he has as many jobs as Ronnie Barda, who we all know how well he did on Survivor. So I don't know why you would make that comparison. But and the SAT words, if I have to look up your 3 words to describe yourself, it's all right, I'm voting you out. But
LOL.
no, I think he could be really fun on this show, and he is tall. So as long as he's nice, he probably won't be first boot. But
we have
we'll
two
see.
very tall people.
Battle of the Tall Kings.
Battle
Battle
of
of the Tall Kings.
I'm
Look like
here
6'6".
for Andy. I'm here for
Yeah.
Andy.
The fact that he has the menacing picture is bonus points in my book.
Not
It
even
gives a lot
that.
of picture. It's a great
He's
picture.
here for entertainment factor.
Yes.
Like if you're playing Mastermind Pose with a turtle shirt, you're there's something there. So I'm just we're gonna give him a chance.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give him a chance.
this is not a lost cause. There's something happening here. I
There's
feel
something
it.
here.
Let's be clear. Nobody here's a lost cause. It's just fun to talk a little bit of shit. But it's not. I'm just excited to see all these people. No matter what we've been saying.
Yes. It's funny because we have to look up Gregarious and Waggish, and we also have to look up because he's tall.
Yeah,
So
it's like
just-
listen, Andy knows what those words mean. Are we really the problem here? I'm just saying, Andy's on
I know
to
what
something.
they meant. I'm smart.
Yeah.
All right, Sabrina, you're a legend. I'm not. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Ariel.
oh boy.
Ari Ferrari. He his 34, Queens, New York. I'm proud of finding solutions when the odds aren't in my favor. I've been in tough situations where I find a way to persevere.
So I got confused for a hot second, in the preview, because he was like, "This is my first Survivor game." I was like, "Wait a minute." But I realized that this was filmed before.
Yeah, it was filmed before Philly. Yeah,
I was like, "Hold on, is he
2
lying?"
weeks, I think.
After seeing him in Survivor Philly, if he plays a similar game, I'll be a little concerned for him. But he
Ariel's a crackhead.
Yeah, he's an intense guy.
I mean, he did well in Philly.
Not
He
a
did well in Philly.
Not a
that's
cracker.
my god. He is super duper charismatic, and a very funny guy. And I just hope he stays around. He gives a lot of good one-liners. Confessional King right there. I feel like Ariel, man. I played a game with him recently. It's just I don't know. I think if he plays a similar game to Survivor Philly, I will be concerned, like Sabrina said. But if he puts that charm on that he usually puts on, he's a talker, so he'll be fine. He's a people's person. He just has to the strategic and comp side, up that a little bit. But I like Ariel. He's good. He's fun.
I feel pretty good about him. I don't know if winner pick vibe, but especially his first game, and he did play this 2 weeks before Philly.
Wait, it was 2 weeks before?
Yeah, because remember that this game was happening on my birthday.
Oh my god! He was like, "Oh, Lord,
which is the reason why I didn't which is one of the reasons why I chose why I don't want to be in this cast. That's a long story short. But because I don't want to be starving and hot and miserable on my birthday.
That's fair.
But I feel like jury at least for him. He's a good dude. He's competitive. He's likable. He knows when to be the doofy self versus the non-doofy self.
Okay.
I'm rooting for my guy Ariel. He is. I'm going to give him the word charismatic because he is a good talker. I will be honest. He's a good talker. I'll give him that.
I've met him. He's very nice. Have not seen the full Survivor Philly experience, so I'm, cautious about, especially since they were played so close together. I don't know, but I have high hopes for him.
Ari Ferrari, your reputation precedes you. Let's go to Kristen. She, hers, 23, Raleigh, North Carolina. No matter what life presents me with, I always manifest the things I love through a positive mindset and my skills.
Yes, Kristen's my girl. I love her. I've never
Yeah.
met
She
her,
was
but her and I have talked like very frequently online and stuff about different games and just ourselves in general. I just love her. She's so nice. And
sequester girl, right?
yeah, she's from
season
Sequester,
3,
or
I
she's
think.
I'm sorry, Redacted. I'm sorry, Redacted.
Redacted.
And
Sorry. Yeah.
she's also from Victory House Mole season 2.
Yeah.
And she did well in both of those games. And she played a Survivor game. What did she play? I can't remember.
Survivor New York season 5, Bannerman Island.
No, I swear there was another game. I don't know. Maybe I'm
Maybe
totally
like
wrong.
Real Fit or something like that. Yeah.
As far as I know, like she does pretty well overall in the games that she's played. She definitely is observant, and that's one of her words she described herself as. And I think that's definitely true. She loves math, and so she's very like, I would say if anybody is cerebral, it's gonna be her. Let's be real.
Oh,
But yeah,
math.
she knows
She did
how
not use it though. She didn't use the word.
I know she did it because
Yeah.
that's a part of
Yeah.
her. She doesn't need to describe herself as that. But yeah, I get good advice from her. I think if she can find good allies, she'll do pretty well.
She is one of the 3 people that travel like long distance to play this game. And she is known in the community. Well, 4 people because Dr. Stan, I forgot. Like that guy's always traveling. But I feel good about her. Like I liked watching her in that season of that show that brought us all together in weird ways. But no, I mean, like I feel good about her. She's really sweet. I met her once. Yeah.
Okay.
If she's willing to like give some big energy, I'll be here for it. Because like the one time I did see her play something, she was very like, what's the word I'm looking for? She was observant.
Cerebral?
Like, yeah, sure. She was observant, but she was just like she waited too long to like try to like change anything up. So I'm just like, we'll see. But yeah, it's just cool.
Right. Next up, Danny. He, his, 31, New York, New York. I'm a very grab life by the horns kind of guy who is extremely optimistic and positive. I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Okay, is there a tall guy in every single tribe?
Well, there's 2 on this one.
I actually don't know if Danny's taller. I don't know. No,
Danny's
Andy's
my
the
height.
tallest one.
No, Danny's my height, and Andy is taller than me. So.
There might be a tall person on each tribe.
Huh. Okay. That's all I have to say.
That's all you have to say.
Sorry, I was reading it.
I don't know. He's competitive and he likes teamwork.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like a fun guy to be around. I guess it really just depends if like people want to work with this guy. I mean, he said that he feels like he's going to come off very strong. I feel like didn't he have like a scene in the first look or something like that? I don't remember, but basically, regardless, I think this is another guy that's like it's just relying on if people want to work with him or not because he can.
Yeah.
Honestly, be first boot energy from his team if he is coming off too strong. But I feel like if he just finds that one person in this group who's like, hey, let's work together and then we'll be fine. Dope. I just don't know if what's the name of this tribe? Whatever the name of this tribe. Yeah, I don't. Looking at their energy, I don't know if they are gonna want to work with Danny. I don't know. This is like an interesting bunch of people. Like this is the messiest group so far, in my opinion. It feels like there's a lot of different personalities here.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
He seems nice, and sometimes it can be good to have someone that is just like the go-getter of the tribe, but it does worry me that he feels like he is going to be the person that can just go all in and be the leader right away, and there will just never be repercussions for that whatsoever by like starting the game out as being the leader. So like I could see him doing well if he proves himself to be an asset to the tribe, but if he is going to go like start the game off strong as he is, where he's going to put himself in a vulnerable position, that is so difficult to maintain for the entire season.
Yeah.
Very insightful. Very insightful.
Yeah. I feel like he can be good. It seems like looks like it feels like this is a stronger tribe, like physically, and which could help him early phases or it can hurt him. I don't know. I don't know. I am very like yay or nay about. Like, I gain like very similar energy in my mind from how I feel about like with Dr. Stan, but minus like knowledge from everyone knowing.
Okay. Moving on to McKenna. She, hers, 24, Putnam Valley, New York. My strength is creating a tight one-on-one connection. I'm here for a good time and to play hard.
All right. So I could see her, like, I think she will follow with what she's saying. Like, she's going to find somebody like a ride or die, basically, and just continue on with the game with them. Like, I think she will be a loyal player. That could hurt her in the end if she's on this messy tribe that we're thinking it's going to be. But I think if she can make it to merge, I think she could do pretty well. It just depends on how this tribe is going to go, honestly. I don't know what's going to happen with this Greek tribe.
I like McKenna. Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
I like McKenna. McKenna seems really chill. She seems like someone that will be easy to get along with. And just based on what I'm looking at the bio and the quote and everything. So I could see them having a really strong, I can see McKenna having a really strong social game from the beginning. And I think that will be what serves her the best. And I think that this will, like she will do very well here. I don't know if it'll translate to like a strong long game, but I think if she finds like her core group and is able to put herself in a comfortable position, which she seems to know is like exactly where she wants to be, then I don't see why this wouldn't work out for her. I think that she has the possibility to do it really well. I just love having players in the mix that are just like owning up the fact that they are social players. They are easygoing. They don't have to be on and competitive 24/7 all of the time. So I can see her doing well. This is the type, McKenna is the type of person that I would want to work with.
Yeah, I'm getting very good, like positive, fun energy from her. I hate using that as like a descriptor, but I feel like that's the best way to describe it.
No, it's true though. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Like when I'm just stuck hot and wet during like the summer, I want to be around fun people.
Yeah, I'm looking at all the ages. There's a couple of 20-year-olds, but like 20 and a 20, 4 or 5-year-old, but like she's in that younger group as well. But I like McKenna. I mean, I hate to keep like referencing like the shit I was on, but like she kind of reminds me of my friend Stephanie, which is good and bad. Like she seems like really strategic. I feel like I like the fact that she's here to have fun. That's definitely going to bump her up for me. I just fear, just even looking at McKenna, I don't know why. I just feel like strategic. I don't know why. Maybe it's the glasses, is the energy, is something. But I don't know. I feel like people are going to be threatened by McKenna, or people are going to be like, hey, I want to work with McKenna, Yeah. I fear for her, but I like McKenna. So I'm going to put any fears I have to the side.
I want to put something out there also. She runs an org that people might know her. So like
she did say that.
My brain is like, obviously she knows what she's doing. Like I'm getting very strong Coach Andy vibes in that regard. Yeah.
I like McKenna.
Yes, McKenna. And y'all, last but certainly not least, we have Robin.
Never
they
heard
them 27
Never heard of
Queens,
him.
New York. My social game is one of the best. I take bad situations and turn them into something positive. What
They're
do we
not
think
lying.
about Robin?
They are not lying.
One of my favorite people in the world. I love Robin so much. I was so excited when I heard they were doing doing Survivor in New York, because I'm like, I love everything about Robin and their energy. I've been a big fan of them since I randomly met them playing my first ever org. I'm just really excited to see what they bring, and I'm just stoked.
Yeah, like I've played a couple of games with Robin, and when they're saying that like their social game is one of the best, like it really is true. Like they'll be in a game and people will be consistently being like, we need to vote them out, and they'll still literally get right around it and continue to get to like the end of a lot of games they play. So yeah, I could absolutely see them doing very well. The only thing that worries me is kind of like with Stan and even Julia, how like they know that they're good at these games, and that would be the only downfall, is if people would kind of go along with that end of it and just try and vote them out early on. Yeah, so that's the only thing that makes me nervous.
I expect big things from Robin here. They have what it takes to do very well in any org or LRG, and I expect them to do well. The one issue that I do have is that, like similar with some of the other players we've discussed, is that they know how good they are. And I'm sure there are other people there that will know how good they are. And that to me in itself is not a death sentence for Robin. I think they'll be able to navigate that very easily, and that's their strength. But I am just like, it's just something that's like sticking in the back of my head.
Yeah.
No, I like Robin. I think Robin has a pretty fun personality and social game. The thing with Robin that does worry me, I think adversity is a little bit of an issue. I'm just basing off Penthouse, where once back in the corner, all right, like how do I adjust from this? So I feel like if no one comes at Robin, if everyone leaves Robin alone, let Robin do the Robin thing, where they're just talking to everybody, making deals, always going to be in the structure. I think Robin will do very well in the early portion. I'm just very optimistic when it comes to the solo portion, where people are like, let's get this person out of here. It's kind of a threat. But I'm very happy to see Robin here. Robin is always going to be a fun personality on one of these things, so I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that I'm really excited to see Robin do like live challenges that aren't just like in their apartment. So I'm excited to see them like have to like run far or etc. Like not just like rely on socials, but so we can actually see what they can do physically. If that makes sense.
Yeah, to your point, live games are the real deal. It challenges your social, your physical, your strategic. It's just, I'm such an LRG fan.
And you have to be on the whole time, like to a certain extent, you have to be on.
Yeah.
Joseph in the chat says, could their presence in the org community hurt them? I don't think it will. I said, I hope not. So
I hope not. All right. Any last things before we do the drafting?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So I have all of your names on a little piece of paper. I have Isaiah. I'm going to fold it right here. I have Gia. I'm folding it right here. Going to put it into my urn. I got Mark.
Woo.
And then I have Sabrina.
Yeah.
You want to see your name. Also, I don't have an urn, so I have this crown, and I'm going to put it right here. Cheers to the crown.
Amazing.
All right, putting all your names into the crown. So here's how the draft is going to work. However, whichever order I pick you in is the order you're going to choose. It's not going to snake, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll keep repeating it 4 times. The last 2 players that aren't picked will be fate drafted onto my team. So pick whoever you want, whatever reason. You don't have to say why. I mean, if you want to, you can, but I know everyone is jonesing to pick somebody. So I tried to make something really cute. It didn't really work out, but I will show you what I did make.
Wait, so it's not a snake.
I'm sure
it's not a snake.
Okay.
All right, so I made a silent podcast.
Oh, that's great.
Draft. Tier Maker did not work for me, so we had to go to Canva. I'm just gonna type in names for
Canva.
now.
Canva's
I love
amazing.
Canva too. I'm such a Canva stan.
One day I will have the type of living where I can afford Canva Premium, and that is the day I look forward to.
Yes.
Love it.
All right. First vote. Just kidding. The first person in the draft to draft is Isaiah.
No,
Big
This
word.
was fixed.
Rigged.
Yeah.
I want to see how many times Isaiah's name is in
Yeah,
there.
same.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love it personally. I'm going to go with my gut instinct. I hate first pick. I'm not going to
I'll
lie.
trade.
Hate first
Do
pick.
you want to
No.
think about it?
I
What
will
you got?
pick Stan for my first
Whoa.
Wow.
pick. Yeah, I'm going to pick Stan.
Damn it, Isaiah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next person is Mark.
Oh, okay.
God.
Wow.
Cool.
Wow.
So I'm
Leaving the girls for last. Okay. I see how
Yeah.
this goes.
What is this? Survivor 43? Gosh.
Please.
Drag him.
oh man. Well then I have to go with someone that I came up with Baby Bird for Isaiah. I'm calling this person Little Thunder, and I'm going with Brienne Malloy.
Okay.
Okay, Brienne.
Okay, Brienne.
Type, and boom. Next person to draft is Gia.
This is some
Yay. Finally.
bullshit. Is this because I won the Silent Podcast Survivor draft? Or not
It would be the person
I
who
don't
did the
know.
homework.
Yeah, you're prepared, Sabrina, so you're good.
Yeah.
I will take. You know what? I'm gonna make a strategic pick for me. I'm gonna pick McKenna.
All right.
Good choice.
That was a high pick for me. Go on.
Yeah.
Right. And last but definitely not least, Sabrina.
Yes. You know what? I'm gonna pick Robin. I'm gonna do it.
Nice.
It sounded like someone like pulled your leg. Like I guess I'll pick Robin.
No. They were always on my list, but
Yeah.
yeah.
They were high. They were high on my list too. So
I feel like they would have been taken if I didn't do it now.
All right. We go back to Isaiah.
All right. Let me let's get a girl. You know what? Let's pick Kayla.
Damn it.
Kayla.
Let's pick Kayla.
Yeah, they were definitely next on my list. I like her energy a lot.
All right. Mark.
I'm going to go with Andy. I feel good about Andy.
Oh my god.
And
Good
Okay.
pick.
Yeah, it's such an interesting dude.
Gia, you're up.
Give me Andrew.
Damn it! Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Well,
Not
shit.
190.
All
right.
Oh god. I am gonna go with. Damn it! I really want Andrew. You know what? I'm just gonna go out on a limb a little bit, and I'm gonna go Sharif.
I feel good about Sharif, honestly.
I
That's a
do
good
too.
one.
I'm just yeah. I feel like he's gonna integrate himself pretty well.
Okay, we're going. Oh, come back. Okay, we have Veronica, Talk Show, Laura, Jeremy, Julia, Edsel, Danny, Kristen, Annie, and Ariel left.
Okay.
Isaiah, it's back to you.
Is Julia not picked yet?
Julia has not been picked.
That's my pick.
Gonna
Julia.
be my next pick.
Jeez, Isaiah's freaking team.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark.
You know what? Kristen.
Damn it, Mark.
What? I mean, I'm supposed to pick people, and that's what I'm doing.
Listen, she could have
I'll pick
picked her
between
with the first two
Stolen.
picks, Mark. Don't listen to Sabrina.
Granted, I was
knows
gonna pick Julia this round too. So
it.
evil baby bird.
Gia.
I need someone in blue still, I think. Yeah, I do. Okay, so let me just look through real quick. I'll go with Edsel.
Good pick. That was my next one.
Yeah.
It's what you get for taking Julia from me.
Yeah.
We all were picking Julia.
Sabrina.
Okay. give me Annie.
Yeah.
I like her.
Good pick. That was going to be my next one.
Yeah. Your
All
next,
right.
your next.
Yeah.
Your final picks. We still have Veronica, Talkshill, Laura, Jeremy, Danny, and Ariel. Isaiah.
Boy, I wasn't going to pick anyone off this tribe, but you guys changed things up a little bit. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to pick. Oh my god. You know what? I'm going to pick Laura. I'm going to pick Laura.
You
Here.
Yes,
bastard! I was about to pick.
Pick
Don't
Laura.
leave her hanging.
Yeah, let's pick Laura.
Okay.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
I like weighing two different people in my brain right now.
Don't pick the one I was gonna pick.
I know that's what I'm trying to do. Ariel.
That's the one I was battling with. Yeah.
Good. You listened.
Alright,
You listened
Farah.
to my telepathic.
You know I always listen to you. You know this.
Thank you. I know. It's great. It's
We
great.
both agreed about Gabler's like palm front thing. That's like not the worst thing ever. So and we were correct apparently.
I do want to. I want to know what a palm frond feels like as a blanket.
I
like
really
that
do too.
I was very curious.
Okay, Ellie.
I can't imagine that it's like effective, but I'm still curious. I'm gonna go just based on the. It's so hard because I don't know. I feel like my predictions are never correct or like close to being correct. So I'm just hoping that the vibes help me this time. I'm going to say for this, the tribe that I'm hoping I think doesn't go to tribal council. And I actually do really like this person. So, and their bio. So I'm going to go with my gut here. I'm pick Veronica.
Veronica.
Good pick.
And that leaves Sabrina. You have between Talkshill, Jeremy, and Danny.
So it's all men.
All men.
You are a mess.
What is this? Survivor 43?
Yo, crazy.
What is this? Survivor 43?
I'm gonna go with Talkshow.
Good pick.
All
Yeah.
right, which means I fate drafted.
When Davey wins.
Top two players.
I got Danny and I got Jeremy.
I almost
All right.
drafted Jeremy actually at the end.
I don't think those are I don't think either of those are necessarily like they're not
At all.
bad picks. I'm just like I feel like every round we go, I'm thinking of completely new what if scenarios in my head. So
Same.
there was at one point or another, I was also considering drafting Jeremy and Danny for different reasons. So it's just
Nice.
my mind's going a mile a minute right now.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited to watch this season.
So excited. With a great cast, twists and turns, Survivor New York 5 Bannerman Island will premiere on December 30th. If you're in New York City, St. Pat's Bar on 46th and 6, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Is
It's
hosting a
22
viewing
West
party.
46th Street, the address.
Yes. It is hosting a viewing party, so if you're around town, you can definitely come through. But I will let everyone have their closing. Say what you're involved in and anything else you'd like to say.
All right. Well, if you are interested, you can check out my Big Brother coverage. It is off season, unfortunately, no Big Brother celebrity. So I've been reviewing all the Big Brother seasons. Tomorrow, actually, I'm going to have Taryn Armstrong and Perineum on to talk about Big Brother 14.
That's
So
so
that should
cool.
be very, very fun.
Yes.
But I'm so excited to watch Survivor New York, and I will keep a lookout. So thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. All right, so you can find me on at Sabrizi2492 on Instagram and the Twitter. And yeah, I'm just hanging out and chilling and excited to watch this season. And again, hopefully I can come back on for a guest spot because I love talking about LRGs. So yeah, I'm stoked. This is going to be a lot of fun.
So much fun.
I can't talk about this season. I can't talk right now. Early this week, for Here It's Not Podcast, I interviewed the winners of Lego Masters. It was really fun. And we're gonna go Legoland together, and I'm really excited about that. Also, I'll be doing a one-off episode on the Lego Masters Celebrity Holiday Spectacular with our fellow sound podcasters, Josh Kettles. Awesome, really excited to do that. Sometime early next year, Isaiah and I are going to talk movies with our top 10 list of the year. Very excited about that. Follow me at Mark85 on everything.
Gia.
You can follow me on Twitter at Classically Gia for all of my reality TV shenanigans. Also, because we are talking about a Survivor LRG, you should always be following the Survivor Diversity campaign on Twitter as well at Serve Diversity. That's at SURV Diversity. It's a fun page. We just finished up a wild season and we still have a ton of stuff to look forward to with Survivor 44 coming up in March. Here on Silent Podcast, I just finished up our Claim to Fame recaps on our podcast Sister Act, and I'm about to finish up the Survivor 43 recaps for I Don't Know About That with my last two guests, Chappelle and Omer Zahir. So I'm very excited to have both of them on with me and that they were able to make time for this. And Isaiah, are we announcing it yet?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So while we are waiting for Survivor 44 to start, I will be doing a new project on Silent Podcast, starting with inspired by Christine Palin, one of my good friends, Stanawatu podcast. We will be doing a episode by episode recap of my favorite season, Survivor Fiji. And
Yes.
forever. And I am so excited. I already have a couple guests lined up and I'm very excited for it. We will have more information out on it soon, but this is all going to be in the time frame between now and Survivor 44. So it's going to be a little different than what I normally do for a schedule. So it's going to be a little crazy. Bear with me, but I'm so excited to finally be taking on this project and spreading the Fiji propaganda everywhere I can, because you all should think as highly of it as I do.
Thank you all so much for joining me today and letting me host for the first time. I'm Davey Sack. You can find me at Davey Sack on Instagram, Twitter, and I'm really excited to be doing coverage for Survivor New York 5 Bannerman Island. It has been a pleasure, and I guess with that, here are your end credits.